The purpose of the Product Readiness Assessment tool is to provide insight into the commercial potential of the product or service. The Product Readiness Assessment does not take into consideration any of the venture requirements necessary for commercial success, such as financing, management, market conditions, and other business factors. The survey evaluates the product or service opportunity from the perspective of product value and risk value. The product value takes into consideration the intellectual property status, the market objective of the product, how it competes with other products, scope of the solution, and the type of improvement it offers. The risk value takes into consideration such things as time to market, stage of technical and market development funds, and the regulatory environment. The survey results provide a value to risk index score. A high value score indicates strong potential for market acceptance. Products vary widely in their commercial value with respect to commercial potential. Investors typically prefer to invest in products over services for a variety of reasons. Disruptive products are those that have the potential to change an industry or an entire economy. Sustaining products are typically improvements to existing products in the form of being faster, better, and/or cheaper. Investors place greater value on disruptive products. Products offer a value proposition to the user that either increases profits, competitiveness, or enables an increase in productivity. Users typically place their highest value on enabling products. Products can be classified by their degree of change when compared to competing products. This change can be an incremental, advanced, or radical improvement. When you're logged in, you'll find yourself on the Readiness Level Summary page. Here you have two options to open the Product Readiness Assessment. You'll find access in the pull-down menu box labeled Tools, and the other is in the permanent display box on the right side of the screen. Clicking on either will open up the Product Readiness Assessment tool. Most of the venture capital tool assessments have a feature that provides insight into the importance of the assessment question. To get access to this information, click on the circle with the question mark. Clicking on the question mark will open up a dialog box that provides insight into the importance of the question. The survey results provide a value to risk index score. This score takes only the product into consideration. It does not take into consideration other venture factors such as management, marketing, finance, and execution strategies. High scores in the product value and risk scores indicate high potential for commercialization. A high product value score with a low risk score indicates high potential for market acceptance but potential for an unacceptable risk level. Remember, the objective is to generate the most realistic score possible. Optimistic scoring tends to conceal potential addressable weaknesses. When working with a venture coach, it is to your advantage to score lower versus higher in order to provide the most realistic profile as possible and to get the greatest amount of coaching assistance as possible. The first set of assessment points are designed to define aspects of the product that make it of value to the enterprise and to the market. On this screen view, these value features include intellectual property rights, objective of the product, price competitiveness, and other classifications. The remaining value aspects include the scope of the solution and the improvement opportunity the product offers. The improvement opportunity is probably the most challenging assessment point to address among all the assessment tools on the site. It requires thoughtful consideration. For instance, if a product was 3 times less expensive, had 4 times as many measurable benefits, and had a potential user market 3 times as large as the competition, it would qualify as a 10 times improvement. Or, if it was simply of equal quality and utility but 10 times less expensive, it too would qualify as a 10 times improvement. Also, this screenshot indicates where the assessment points shift from value considerations to risk considerations. For instance, development stage takes into consideration that early stage prototype development has a higher risk profile than later stage prototype development. Additional risk factors include current market stage, market validation, product development funding, and competitive environment. This slide reflects risk associated with switching cost, customer education, time to market, and regulatory requirements. Once you've completed all of your questions, click the Calculate and Save box to generate your product risk score. This concludes our discussion on product readiness.